Audio Jungle.
A very good day, sir. Today, my group mates Nicholas, Dima, Salma, Tarma, and I will be presenting about one of the biggest companies in gaming, Sony Interactive. To begin, allow me to first go through the title points of the presentation. Firstly, we will go over the executive summary, followed by the vision and mission statements of the company, then the goals and objectives, which will then move on to the value proposition, followed by the market and spot analysis, and finally recommendations to conclude this presentation. Let's begin with the executive summary. The purpose of the report was to gain information on one of the biggest companies in the gaming industry, Sony Interactive Entertainment. From our findings of the SWOT analysis specifically, we found that Sony Interactive's strength is that it is a leader in the gaming industry with acquisitions and investments of many big-name game studios and franchises. However, its weakness lies in the regular high-price upgrades of its products. But the company has an opportunity to gain more influence and recognizability with the rise in gaming around the world. The threats that the company will face, though, is the competition of substitutes like mobile and PC gaming. Our recommendations would be for the company to expand investments into other platforms and mediums, increase their globalization efforts, and employ expertise managements, and to get a space for independent developers.
Hi, greetings everyone. I'm Selma, and today I'll be presenting my part, mission and vision from our group assignments about the company that we chose, Sony. First of all, what is the difference between the vision and the mission? The mission statement defines the company's business and objectives, while the vision statement determines the company's expected future positions. The mission and vision are usually combined to create a statement of the company's aims and goals. Sony's mission that they want to be a company that inspires and fulfills our interests. To talk deeply, Sony owns PlayStation, the game that we all used to play when we were young. And many people of different ages are still playing and addicted to these video games. PlayStation keep their users by creating an emotional connection with them based on their gaming interest. Sony's interest for technology motivates them to create new entertainment and experience for the users, which makes them more attached to the company. In other words, Sony's mission is to provide a general description of what the company does for their customers. Even the employees in Sony are required to use their passion for technology to build new gaming product to keep their customers satisfied. Going to the Sony's vision, Sony wants to be different from other companies by being unique. They expanded their mission from the picture and music to the gaming business. This tells us how this company has a clear vision of what they want. One of Sony's vision is to enter the electric car business. Therefore, Sony and Honda have joined forces to create electric vehicles with sales expanded to start in 2005. But for now, Sony is focusing on its company diversity by speeding up the creation of new business, such as AI robotics. The ability of having many different business files and running them with a common set of rules under the Sony's brand is really impressive. Sony will always try to deliver joy and excitement to everyone, but their challenge will always continue to impress us. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nicholas. Now I'll be briefly explaining on what the goals and objectives of Sony Interactive Entertainment are as set by its parent company Sony. A goal is what a company intends to achieve in the long term. Sony Interactive Entertainment currently has three main goals. Firstly, the company wants to enrich people's hearts through the delivery of emotional experiences. which can be interpreted as the company wanting to exceed or fulfill the consumer entertainment expectations by selling its products and services. Secondly, the company also wants to help realize the dreams of creators by providing them with a robust platform so that they can showcase their innovation and creativity within the gaming industry. Lastly, the company also wants to become environmentally responsible by encouraging environmentally friendly methods of conducting business operations. Moving on to the objectives, which are short-term achievements that contribute to company goals. Sony Interactive Entertainment also has 3 objectives known as of 2021, which is to develop and enhance new gaming experiences with its PlayStation game titles. Besides that, they also intend to increase the rollout rate of their PlayStation products and to also improve the usability of their products and services so that they may conduct data analysis on user engagements with the company. This sums up the goals and objectives of Sony Interactive Entertainment.
Sony's value proposition is simple. It is to be the best place to play. As we all know, the PlayStation is well known for the numerous ways of relaxation it provides. These range from YouTube and Twitch streaming, Netflix and Spotify, as well as its own PlayStation Now app. But the PlayStation is well known for playing games on it. These range from first-person shooter games like Call of Duty to racing games like Need for Speed. Now, playing games, it offers a couple of benefits. The first being improved problem-solving skills, hand-eye coordination, and accuracy. Players will often be met with split-second decisions which will determine victory or defeat. Playing games allows them to be calm and composed when making these decisions. Moving on, by playing games, quick thinking, maths, and reading skills are developed. In terms of maths, players will learn resource management and how to spend in-game currency for items. This allows players, mainly children, to learn maths the fun way, in my opinion. Furthermore, playing games also helps promote cooperation and teamwork. Players will need to work together should they want to achieve victory in many multiplayer games. And lastly, VR games like Just Dance or Beat Saber provide an avenue for physical activity for students, children, players, everyone alike, the much needed resources for them to grow.
Hi sir, my name is Dharmanath Parmeswaraja. Today I will explain about market analysis. In market analysis, there are 4 types, which are demographic, geographic, psychographic, and also behavioral. Okay, first of all, we need to know what is market analysis. The market analysis separates a market into group of clients with different demands, futures, or behaviors who need different product or marketing techniques. Geographical segmentation is divide the market into national, state, religion, countries, cities, or neighborhood. The company can operate in one or many places, and Sony also have considered it by selling their gaming console to other markets such as UK, Europe, Japanese, and Chinese. Evidence of their getting high sales from this console is during 2017, with China, they are being the highest sales of console, and statistics show that until 2018, it has been dominant for years and years. Okay, now we will look into demographic segmentation. First of all, we need to know what is demographic segmentation. Demographic segmentation is group customers and potential customers together by focusing on certain traits such as age, gender, income, occupation, and family status. Sony PlayStation also target males between the ages of 17 to 40. They are target males who are just excited the state of being under a gatekeeper and have more freedom than children and teenagers. Age, gender, and income are taken into account regarding demographic segmentation. Sony's demographic segmentation splits the PS4 market into males and females, older and younger players, and broadened its business into the entertainment mainstream. From this, we get to know that Sony PlayStation has target customers who age those who age 17 to 40 because they want their customers who have been freedom than children and teenagers. Therefore, they have enough time and they can get entertainment by playing Sony PlayStation. Now we will look into psychographic segmentation. First of all, we need to know what is psychographic segmentation. Psychographic segmentation is how markets learn to position their product so that comfortably customer can discover them. Okay. Sony PlayStation provide a platform from a wide range of psychographics. Individual can business such as Capcom Electronic Arts, Ubisoft, and Rockstar target consumer psychographic. There are other consumer on the other hand will utilize the PlayStation to play games and that reflect their opinions, attitude, and hobbies. As seen in the images, they are gamers for musicians, athletes, racers, investors, strategic, troubleshoot, socialize, and many more. From this, we will know that Sony PlayStation have targeted their psychographic segmentation by their knowing their customers' opinion, by their attitudes. They create their game for their customers' hobbies, for their attitude. For example, a man he likes his hobby about he like to play football, everything. So PlayStation get to know their customers' feedback and their attitude. Therefore, they are creating games such as FIFA 22, plays the PES Pro Evolution Soccer 2022. From that, they will get their customers' feedback. From that, they will be the game will be satisfied for their customers. We look into behavioral segmentation. First of all, we need to know what is behavioral segmentation. Behavioral segmentation purchase are separate into groups based on their knowledge, attitude, usage, and response to the product. From this, Sony have gained that Sony prioritized a high level of customer loyalty in behavioral category, which enables the playing of video game from its trio video system. For example, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. Sony tried to make a new type of gaming console. For example, when they are PlayStation 1, they are getting a very nice feedback, a good feedback from the customer. So they are upgrading it by create PlayStation 2. From that, they are get a good. They are keep upgrading. For that, we will know that Sony will know that they are getting amazing feedback from their customers and they are keep updating their product. From that, they will gain more customers and their gaming console will be more and more updated in the upcoming years. Okay, this is only my explanation for market analysis of Sony. Hope everyone will understand it and thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Dimas Narendra and I'll be talking about the SWOT analysis of Sony and also the recommendations part. With the establishment of Sony's goals and objectives as a video game company, we can now use the SWOT analysis, which is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and also threats, as well to learn and identify more about the business by exploring both internal and also external factors. Starting with internal factors, we have strengths and weaknesses. For strengths, Sony is one of the top leading video game companies, a top player in the industry alongside Microsoft and also Nintendo, with a quarterly revenue of $5.378 million in 2021, second to only Tencent, a Chinese video game company which focuses more on mobile games. And then secondly, Sony is also industry leaders in the video game console market. Sony has recorded a whopping 490.19 million consoles sold from all console sales ranging from the original PlayStation to the PlayStation 4, making them Guinness World Record holders for best-selling video game home console brand as of 2019. And then thirdly, Sony also has extensive investments and acquisitions of top video game studios and franchises. Sony has acquired and created many leading and also well-known studios and franchises in order for Sony to amass a very high-quality portfolio of games in their PlayStation platform with the help of the PlayStation Studios division. Some studios that Sony owns include Naughty Dog with their Uncharted and The Last of Us series of games, and also Santa Monica Studio with their God of War game. Moving on to weaknesses, there is regular upgrades into their product. With all major consoles, including Sony's PlayStation, being closed operating systems, it has the problem of having to take periodic hardware updates. This frustrates gamers that must compromise by upgrading or even replacing the console in every few years, which may be a considerable expense to them. And then secondly is the high price of individual games in the PlayStation platform. With the advancement of technology, as well as a taller bar to break for profits nowadays, or break even for profits nowadays, due to the massive development budget of current games, Sony's prices have increased for games in their console to around $70, which is a $10 increase from their 2020 price, which is $60. This then leads consumers to consider moving on to more cheaper platforms. And then thirdly is poor customer support. Despite Sony having a good brand like power and also recognition, a Sony Interactive Entertainment and PlayStation brand seem to have unsatisfactory customer reviews coming from popular customer support forums such as Trustpilot with a rating of 1.3 out of 5 and Consumer Affairs with 2.8 out of 5. Most of these bad reviews are customer support related. And moving on, there are also external factors to keep in mind, such as opportunities and also threats. The opportunities being that gaming is now more widespread and also mainstream globally. The perception of gaming has definitely changed in its early days of inception, where it used to be sort of a niche form of entertainment, to one of the biggest and fastest growing forms of media, with an increase in revenue to an estimate of 203.1 billion in global consumer spending alone. And then also continuing from that is that virtual reality becoming more popular, or VR. VR nowadays has become more prevalent in multiple different industries. Gaming is no exception, with more consumers sort of adopting this technology in the gaming market space. VR gaming global revenue also has expected to increase from $0.4 billion in 2017 to $2.4 billion in 2024. And then finally, continuing on the topic of new emerging technologies, is the emergence of cloud computing and cloud service gaming. Where rather than running the game on your own console like manually, cloud gaming services run it on servers like a third-party service with high-end graphics memory, essentially streaming every frame to your device while you play, bringing the same experience as regular gaming. And then other than opportunities, there's also threats. Sony is facing against competitors in the home console market, with Sony being one of the top 3 main video game companies in terms of the home console market. It is undoubtedly in direct competition with the other 2 major players of that sort of industry, which is Nintendo and Microsoft. Sony must stay ahead in the curve in order to compete with other companies' new technologies. And then secondly is the emergence of PC and mobile gaming as other substitutes. So that's a different type of competition in terms of the different formats and the different ways to play games. PC gaming and also mobile gaming are also big economic powerhouses in their own right, so Sony must be aware of that as well. And then finally, is that the video game console market is starting to reach its maturity. With the video game industry becoming so mainstream nowadays, most users now own a Sony, a Microsoft, or a Nintendo console. This is especially true in already developed economies with high disposable income. So specific countries like that. So continuing on, after learning everything there is to need to know about Sony Interactive Entertainment and Sony, we now have a better grasp of where the company is positioned. Now we can also provide recommendations based on the information that we've discovered. Firstly, Sony can maybe try and develop and invest more in other platforms and mediums for gaming such as VR. These further ventures will help cement Sony and also Sony Interactive Entertainment as a innovative company and platform in the market, and also be able to further compete with other competitors in the video game market. Secondly, Sony can also try to improve upon its cloud gaming services and widen its library for popular PlayStation games to stream in a monthly subscription service. It can solve the problem of consumers having to try to buy high-priced individual games, as well as to be able to work around the hardware limitations of older PlayStation consoles. When people want to play their favorite games, cloud gaming services don't really require high-end hardware. They can play the most recent games on the oldest devices without spending that much money on upgrades. And then Sony can also try to expand into more markets geographically, such as the Asia Pacific market following the globalization of video game popularity, with the region boasting around 96.3 billion of game revenues in consumer spending. It would serve as a good place to further build brand loyalty with further people. And then finally, Sony can utilize their expertise and also human resources to offer help and also guidance for upcoming and promising independent developers and their own projects. Sony can also offer space for these developers to showcase their games and experiences in the PlayStation platform, further helping Sony to achieve its ultimate goal of providing a platform for creators to express themselves and also share their work with the rest of the world. And that's it for our report and analysis of Sony as a video game company. We hope that you enjoy our presentation, and thank you so much for watching.